Donald Trump's legal problems in the state of Georgia just keep getting worse. The man is now facing not one, but two grand jury investigations in the state of Georgia over his attempts to, I guess you would call it, overturn the 2020 election results in the state of Georgia. And not only are there two grand juries, but now these two grand juries, according to a report by the Daily Beast, are about to start issuing subpoenas for witnesses and documents. So that's progressing rather rapidly. Now, for those of you who have not been paying attention, January 2nd, Donald Trump makes the phone call to Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, tells him to go out and, quote, find the votes. Find the 12,000 votes that I need to win the state. And as I have repeatedly said, it all comes down to how the jury interprets Donald Trump's request. Is it, hey, you got lots of uncounted ballots, go find the votes? Or is it, hey, how about you go find me those votes? Now, in the past, you could really take that either way. But more information has emerged, more phone calls have been released, especially with Donald Trump telling Raffensperger and other Georgia officials that they would be heralded as heroes if they found the votes. So I think it's pretty clear how they're interpreting that phone call. Not as just a simple, like, dude, just go find some votes. They're out there. Go find them. And more of a, go find those votes. Do what you have to do to find those votes. I mean, after all, you don't convene two separate grand juries to look into the matter if you don't think there's something worth looking into. Now, getting in a little bit deeper to it, two grand juries? Yikes, right? What this tells us is that there are two distinctly different things that Donald Trump could be charged with. Now, as it stands right now, we do know, obviously, the one would be the election interference, which Georgia law, the abbreviated version off the top of my head is any attempt to sway or change the results of an election in the state of Georgia, felony, blah, blah, blah. The second one, though, what's this? What is this? What's this second grand jury doing? That's what I want to know, and that's what I need more information about. I want to know what this second one is, because there is no way you do not convene two separate grand juries to look into the same thing. You don't even convene two grand juries to look into similar things. There's something else. And this is what's super exciting. Because we already know, like, this first grand jury on the election interference one, they got that pretty one in the bag, right? Pretty much in the bag. So what the hell is this? When do we get to find out? When is more information going to be released? Because, God, I want to know what this is. I'm assuming information's going to leak out as time goes on. Now that the story, again, has broken that there's two grand juries, I don't imagine it's going to take very long for all of the information to come out saying grand jury A is looking at this, grand jury B is looking at this. But two is a problem, especially for a guy that continues to struggle to be able to hire decent lawyers to defend him. This isn't going well for Donald Trump. And of course, let's not forget all of his legal problems up in New York that are also picking up steam with those investigators now looking for witnesses to go and tell that grand jury about all the evidence they found. Yeah, things aren't looking good for Donald Trump at all. But time will tell. They don't call him Teflon Don for nothing. So we'll see what sticks and what doesn't.